when you are trying to get to the next level, and you can see where you're trying to get to, there is a ceiling that you have to break through. This ceiling is made of glass. You must be willing to break through the glass. You are going to bleed. The cut is going to put some bruises and blood. But that's the only way to get to the next level. I understood that. And in order to get to the next level, you are going to have to give up something that you care about. See, all your friends, they can't go to the next level because they'll get up there with you, and the way they behave, they'll mess it up with you. You can't hang out with everybody you've been hanging out with to go to the next level. I had to leave my family. My family didn't get it. Steve, you gonna go tell jokes? That's stupid. You can't make a living telling jokes. Stupid. Quit your job, leave your family, pursue your dreams. My family wasn't supporting. I got to cut my family loose. It's okay. Oh, they all love me now. I'm the youngest one of my family. I take care of my whole family. Everybody get a check every month. But I forgave them. They didn't know. They had no idea. They didn't know. Why you still out there telling them damn jokes? You'll see. And now they all see. That's why I was able to walk away, because I saw more. So you'll know when it's time to walk away from people. And some people you need to walk away from. You have to let them go. They're not going to get it.
I talked to a man growing up. His father was very hard on him. Told him that he was never going to amount to anything. Now this man is in his 40s, working night and day, trying to prove to his father that he was wrong. His father still doesn't acknowledge his success. I told him, you don't have to convince him that you're good enough. You're trying to impress someone that's never going to be impressed. Your job is not to change people's mind. Your job is to run your race. Too often, we're trying to get our worth out of what we do. Am I a good enough mother? Strong enough? Successful enough? We think if we work harder, outdress our friends, then we'll feel good about ourselves. We live in this proving mode. The problem is we're getting our value from the wrong place. But when you're secure in who God made you to be, you're content with your looks, you're happy with your personality, then you don't go around competing with others, living to impress that cousin that's more attractive. You know you're one of a kind. When you know who you are, you won't live in this proving mode, getting your value out of what they think. Do they compliment me? If not, let me work harder. Let me prove to them that I'm good enough. Them validating you is not going to move you towards your destiny. Take the pressure off. Your destiny is not contingent on them liking you. It's a distraction. They may be more talented. Celebrate them. You don't have to prove to them that you're talented too. You have gifts that they don't have. Anytime we're trying to prove something, the root cause is insecurity. There will always be a voice saying, you don't measure up. You need to be stronger, wealthier, more talented. It's very freeing when you understand you have nothing to prove. Walk in your anointing. You don't have to keep up with other people. Am I as talented as my coworker? Am I as successful as my cousin? Then you'll live in a proving mode, trying to impress. That's a never-ending cycle. You're not competing with them, you're competing with yourself. Be the best you that you can be. You can feel good about who you are right now. Who said you don't look good? Who said you needed to be taller, more creative? Don't believe those lies. Quit competing and run your race. You may impress people. They compliment you. Praise from people just feeds our ego. We should live to impress God. Proving to your friend that you're talented may make you feel good, but they don't open doors. Instead of impressing people, we should spend our time impressing God. You have to get your value from who you are and not what you do. Look at the car I drive. Look at the business I built. That's all good, but it's superficial. If it changes, then your self-worth will change. I was riding to a friend's house. He had this very nice sports car, really beautiful. I noticed we drove the long way. I asked why he didn't go the easy way. He said, my ex-girlfriend lives on this street to make sure she sees what she's missed out on. He was going out of his way to prove what she was missing out. Prove that he was happy without her. What's funny is he found out later that she had moved across town a couple of years earlier. I wonder how many times we're trying to prove something and the person is not even paying attention. Competing with someone that doesn't even know we're competing. When we're trying to prove to people, to feed our ego, to show them how great we are, that's a dead-end street. Who are you trying to impress? How much energy are you spending trying to feel good enough, smart enough, worthy enough? Come out from under that pressure. You have nothing to prove. What people think about you doesn't determine your destiny. Your income may increase, but your value is not going to increase. Thinking that's going to give you more worth. Run your race. Stay focused on what you're called to do. Don't live for people's applause. Live for God's applause. And sure, you may have areas you need to improve in, but that doesn't change your value. When you understand, if God is pleased with you, it doesn't really matter what other people think about you. They may try to discredit you. Big deal. They didn't breathe life into you. They didn't call you, anoint you. Why are you spending time and energy trying to impress that neighbor? Prove to that coworker that you are talented. They don't control your destiny. They can't stop what God has purposed for your life. Get your eyes off of people, off of how you think you don't measure up. You are accepted. You are anointed. Now step into your destiny.
And so as more people love you, more people hate you. They both grow up together. The bigger your life gets, everything comes up at the same pace. And the more people believe in you or like you or support you, the more people hate you, because it creates an opportunity for envy. The only way to avoid it is to stay down. If you lay dead, even the animals won't bite you. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? The risk of being bitten is the cost of getting up. And you have to decide, are you so concerned about being bitten that you're willing to spend the rest of your life laying dead, or is there something pumping down inside of you that says, bite me or not, I'm getting up. I'm going to do all I can do, even if it risks you hating me. I'm going for it. Isn't it amazing how your life, when you finally pray and pray that you finally get the opportunity you've been waiting all your life to get, if you reach out to take it, there's a threat. You pray, Lord, I want this career opportunity. I want this door open. And oh God, if you could just give me this position, and it will be perfect and everything will be wonderful. But you didn't know that some in your family was going to go crazy when it did. You could mess up everything at the house. And so you're standing there like this. Anytime God answers your prayer, there are always opposing factors that make success not taste successful. This is very important. The people around you have everything in the world to do with the decisions you make, because they get in your ear. And if they are wrong, they don't die, you die. You got to make it happen, or it's not going to happen. You got to get up off your hind parts and bust a move, or nothing is going to happen in your life. See, you talk too much about your success. You need to shut it down. Your mouth is too big for where you're trying to go. But because you announce everything to everybody, you further jeopardize the opportunity that the Lord is affording you.
Deciding to do the things that are necessary to bring about the changes that we want to bring in our lives or what we want to bring in society. Self-fulfillment. Because when you are involved in commitment, when you are implementing your plan of action, you're going to produce some results. And it's a time of celebration. So what happens when you hit the level of self-fulfillment? First of all, what we want to know is that self-fulfillment is unending.
So you need to begin to make a distinction in your life between happiness and fulfillment. Happiness is fleeting. It's short term. I'm not happy every day I live here oceanfront. If you were happy every single second of your life, the bliss of it wouldn't affect you like it does. We want the ebbs and flows of life. The downs in our life make the highs so much sweeter.
We're so familiar with ourselves, we tend to take ourselves for granted. We tend to minimize the things we can accomplish, the goals we can reach, and for some equally strange reason, believe others can accomplish things in our field which we cannot.
Living in guilt or grief or shame or unworthiness. I had someone tell me they lost a loved one the other day. And I said, how long have you been grieving? Oh, about a year. Really? Okay, well, suppose it was you that left and you were looking at the person you loved moping around for a year. What would you say to them after a year if you truly loved them? Get over it and have a happy life. I'm doing great. Live a happy life. That would be the greatest testament of love for each other.
Too much of anything is a bad thing. Life without balance results in an unbalanced life. Working hard, burning the midnight oil, doing it until is good. Working non-stop, never taking a vacation, never having any fun, never spending quality time with the people you love, working day after day, month after month, is bad.
The people in this world that are inconsistent, the people in this world that really don't move the needle and make things happen, usually it's because, their intentions are there. They are prisoners to their emotions. Their emotions control how they move with their life. So if they feel great, they're going to have a great day, right? If they feel great, they're going to go for that run, go for that workout. That's what average does. But what legendary does is, I don't feel like doing it today. I still do it.
In 5 years or less, you can get right to the top of the work you're now doing. I know this, but the important question here is, do you know this? The easiest and most effective means of forming a good attitude habit is to begin to act as though you have a good, positive, expectant attitude toward life.
Building your visual chain of thought begins when you have well-defined plans for your career, your family activities, your investments, and your health. Your plans and goals are your visual chain, knowing where you're going before you get there.
Begin right now to walk, act, and look as though you belong to this group. If you're already in the top 5%, you'll know what I mean. If you've never tried it, you'll be amazed at what happens.
Develop a plan, a game plan. It's ironic how we all understand the importance of mapping out a strategy for a football game or a basketball game. But few of us take the time to map out a strategy for our lives, a game plan.
To be disciplined means to do the right thing when you feel like doing the wrong thing. If somebody offends you, you feel like holding a grudge, discipline that emotion and learn to forgive them anyway. If things aren't going your way and you kind of feel like being discouraged, you've got to learn to discipline the negative feelings and keep a good attitude anyway.
You should always expect the things that you accept from people. If I accept your disrespect, then it's expected of you to continue to disrespect me. If you disrespect me, and it happens over and over and over and over again, I'm giving you permission to continue to disrespect me. I'm giving you permission to continue to be mean, disrespectful, whatever the case may be.
You want to keep learning, keep growing. Realize that we had a theme. You never find out how much you know until you find out how little you know. And there are some people you can't tell anything. They have all the answers. Oh, I've already done that.
So what I need you to do is make a decision that you're going to develop the habits that you need to meet the greatest version of yourself. Like when you try to get down to why you do things subconsciously, it is hard. You got to get down to root issues. Sometimes it is triggered all the way back down to your childhood on why you do certain things. So it's not like okay, I'm going to spend 5 minutes. Maybe for some of you, but this might be a 5-month journey for me. But make a decision to go on that journey to create the best habits in your life.
Never to revisit the event, because once you do, you open the box. But what we want to do is overcome the emotion, because that's just what's lasting from the event.
Contribution matched with achievement is fulfillment. People say, I just don't know what my passion is. I don't know what my purpose is. Your purpose is often found through identifying what your giftedness is and then how you can use those gifts to serve other people. You were born with natural gifts that were given to you that are special to you.